Next on your Monday morning show, when the coronavirus pandemic has finally passed, we will look back at this time in history when many things in the world came to a halt. We will remember those experiences, whether we were at home self-isolating, working on the front lines, grieving the loss of a loved one perhaps. And some Winnipeggers want to make it easier for people to share those stories with others. In many ways, we're creating a time capsule right now for the future. In the form of a film, there's a group making a film about people's lives during the pandemic. They're going to use a physically distancing approach to make the film, and maybe you could be involved in it. Joanne Roberts is an actor and one of the people helping put this project locally together. Good morning.
Good morning.
So how did this idea for an isolation movie come together?
We're all stuck at home, quarantining, self-isolating, and I know that the arts community has somewhat come to a halt. I mean, we build our lives with people gathering. So we've all been in touch trying to stay creative. And one of my colleagues and I, we got together via FaceTime and we just got to talking. We have a play in the works and now we have a movie. So, yeah.
So tell me who you're opening this up to and what kind of submissions you're looking for to create this.
We're really opening it up to everyone. You don't need experience to submit. We're looking for people with concepts, screenwriters, actors, musicians, just anybody who has something to contribute, some art to contribute, a story. And we're not even limiting ourselves to Winnipeg or Manitoba. So I'm here in Winnipeg. My colleague McKenna, she's in Taiwan right now, and we're using our reaches all around the world to connect with people, to hear their stories, and to hopefully turn it into something viable and something people want to watch.
What's the parameter around making a submission? You said, anything goes, but what format would you need to make this work?
For actors, we're looking for a 1-minute introduction video. For concepts, we're looking for anything. I wrote a little diary entry of me trying to train my dog to go to the bathroom during quarantine. One of my friends wrote his struggles to stay active. He's a really big gym buff. So, we're looking for comedic stories, for dramatic stories, and then for screenwriters, if anyone has had a stroke of art, if they want to share a story they've written about the pandemic, hopefully we'll be able to get an actor and get that filmed.
So are you taking most things in print form, or are you taking video, or how do people send things to you and get connected?
We're taking both, whatever works. We're staying in great communication with people who have submitted. We're in the developmental phases right now, so we're very open to whoever wants to give us their time and share their talents with us.
And have you had submissions from all over the world already?
Oh my goodness, yes. We've had so many submissions. We had a first push a couple weeks ago, and we're getting a lot of submissions right now, especially for actors and screenwriters. So we're very, very thankful that people are responding.
Is the can you tell me sort of the range that you're getting? You've talked a lot about people in isolation and things that might be happening if you're sort of stuck at home. Are you also hearing from people that are essential workers and their lives might be extra busy, which is a huge contrast with those at home, of course?
Yes, definitely. We've heard from some of the frontline workers. We have had some people working in restaurants right now, trying to keep people fed. I have a couple people working in the healthcare industry that are looking to submit as well. It's really a very great range of diverse people submitting.
Is it a volunteer basis, or would those involved be paid?
It's a volunteer basis right now, but of course, if there is funding available in the future, then we are looking to split those profits evenly towards everybody participating.
And how are you doing, Joanne, as a performer? How's the pandemic affected your life? Where should you be right now?
I should be in Montreal studying at the National Theatre School right now. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I have friends that are studying there at the moment as well that can't. They're holding online classes. So, everybody in the arts industry has been affected in some way. But for me personally right now, I'm getting a bunch of creative projects off of the ground. I'm not necessarily acting as much these days, but I'm really looking forward to directing, writing, and producing some more.
What's your message to people who are spending a lot more time doing things like watching movies and reading books about how we can be mindful about our choices to support local, maybe, really?
I think that it's great that people are flocking to the arts, especially during this time. I think that while we're not necessarily quote-unquote essential workers, we're very essential to survival and to life, and it would be really great to support your local theater company, your local film company in any way possible, whether that's tuning into a Facebook Live or a Zoom stream, if it's buying season tickets in advance to help support theater companies who are struggling. So there are ways to support the arts locally as well.
Good luck with this project you've undertaken. We'll have to check in with you in a little while once you've closed and you're on the way. Closed submissions, that is. I'll point people to where they can connect with you. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. That's Joanne Roberts. She's a Winnipegger. She's collaborating on a COVID-19 movie. For more information, or if you want to submit something, you can reach out to her on email. She's allowed us to share. Joanne is Joanne, Joanne R, letter R, JoanneR.com.